Go ahead and call this meeting of the Moberly City Council to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance led by our newest council member, Mike Skubic. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, guys. You sound great. Ms. Hance, please call the roll.
Lucas?
Yes.
Kimmons?
Yes.
McEwen?
Yes.
Graff?
Yes.
Skubic?
Yes.
Thank you. You all should have before you the agenda for tonight's meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to the agenda? Hearing none, do we have a motion for the approval of tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The agenda stands approved as presented. Approval of minutes. Before you or in your package, you should have had the minutes from the November 18th, 2024 City Council meeting. Are there any corrections or additions to these minutes? Hearing none, do we have a motion for the approval of the minutes?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions?
I abstain.
Thank you. The minutes are approved as presented. Okay, recognition of visitors. Mr. Bogowski.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Tonight we are fortunate enough to be joined by Mr. Scott McGarvey. He is our new Community Relations Manager for the city, and today is his first day, so please welcome him.
And I'd like to take a second and welcome you to the team, Mr. McGarvey. I think this position has been something that the council has wanted to see happen for a very long time. I think with your skill set and abilities, you can help us communicate to the citizens and help put the city in a positive light. So we look forward to what you bring to the table. So welcome to the team. All right. If anybody would wish to present to the council, please come up and get a green card from the clerk. Fill out your name and address, and you'll have 4 minutes to address the council a little bit later on in the meeting. Okay, next on our agenda, we do have a public hearing this evening for the vacation of the east half of the 100 block of Gilman Street. So at this time, I do declare the public hearing is open. If anyone would like to speak in favor of or against the proposed vacation, please come forward, state your name and address, and you'll have 4 minutes to address the council. I also believe Mr. Hewlett is here who has presented the proposal, can answer any questions as well, as long as Mr. Sanders. Okay. Final call.
No, I would just, from the staff's perspective, a petition was filed to vacate that portion of Gilman Street that's described. The ordinance requires us to publicize notice of the hearing and to have a hearing before the council considers the ordinance. So that's the purpose for the hearing tonight.
Very good. Thank you. Anyone else to present to the council? Okay. Hearing none, I declare the public hearing is closed. Receipt of proposals for the 0.35 acre lot on Highway 24 and Hurley Street.
So we received two different proposals on that. You know, there was no guidelines as far as money, or it could be residential, commercial, and we got two proposals there, and I kind of gave a summary of what they were proposing there, and it's just like right now just to accept them, give you all time to review it and see if you want to move forward with either one of those, or just have any further discussions with that, or go a different route. So
Is this lot big enough to do something commercially on?
it's a third acre. I mean, it's you know, there's lots that are probably in that same size that have other things on it, like that small little type of. The biggest thing as far as commercial there, as far as retail, is going to be access, and that was a concern of the police department, which I noted in the report. You know, it's kind of a skewed angle coming on to 24 there from Hurley, so we probably have to do more research on the traffic if we were going to have something there. If we started seeing higher volumes for something like that.
Very good. Any additional questions from the council for Mr. Sanders regarding the proposals? Is there a motion to accept the proposals as presented?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. The proposals have been accepted. Next on the agenda is the consent agenda, which includes, I believe, items 4 through 7. These items are considered routine and will be adopted with a single vote. Is there any council member that would like to remove any single item for separate discussion on the consent agenda this evening? Hearing none, do we have a motion for the reading of the consent agenda?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor for the reading of tonight's consent agenda signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? First reading, please.
Bill number R1746, a resolution of the City of Moberly, Missouri adopting Juneteenth as an official city holiday. Bill number R1747, a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a farm lease amendment between the City of Moberly and Franklin Farms LLC. Bill number R1748, a resolution of the City of Moberly, Missouri ratifying an application for the 2024 Local Law Enforcement Block Grant. And Bill number R1749, a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an amendment with Bartlett and West Incorporated, supplementing an agreement to provide engineering services for the Kiwanis Park Shelter House and Restroom Building.
Thank you. Any additional questions or discussion from council? Hearing none, do we have a motion for the approval of tonight's consent agenda?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Consent agenda has been approved. Thank you. Moving on to ordinances and resolutions. Number 8, an ordinance. Mr. Skubic.
Yes, Mayor, I have an ordinance amending section 8-10A of the Moberly City Code related to the rabies vaccination. I ask that this be read twice for consideration by title only.
Thank you very much. We have a motion for the reading of the ordinance. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye. All opposed? First reading, please.
An ordinance amending section 8-10A of the Moberly City Code related to rabies vaccination.
Thank you. Any additional discussion from council? Hearing none. Second reading, please.
An ordinance amending section 8-10A of the Moberly City Code relating to rabies vaccination.
Thank you. Final chance. Any additional discussion? We have a motion for the approval of the ordinance.
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. Roll call, please.
Lucas,
Yes.
Kimmons,
Yes.
McEwen,
Yes.
Graff,
Yes.
Skubic.
Yes.
Thank you. The ordinance has been approved. Number 9, Ms. Graff, an ordinance.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I have an ordinance adopting section 40-464 of the Moberly City Code relating to parking in alleys, and I ask that it be read twice for consideration.
Thank you. We have a motion for the reading of the ordinance. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? First reading, please.
An ordinance adopting section 40-464 of the Moberly City Code relating to parking in alleys.
Thank you. Any additional discussion or questions from council? Hearing none. Second reading, please.
An ordinance adopting section 40-464 of the Moberly City Code relating to parking in alleys.
Thank you. Final chance. Any additional discussion or questions? Hearing none. Do we have a motion for the approval of the ordinance?
So moved.
Got a motion and a second, correct? Yes?
Yes.
Roll call, please.
Lucas,
Yes.
Kimmons,
Yes.
McEwen,
Yes.
Graff,
Yes.
Skubic.
Yes.
Thank you. The ordinance has been adopted. Number 10, Mr. Kimmons, an ordinance.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I have an ordinance amending section 46-84 of the Moberly City Code relating to trash dumpsters placement in the B2 zoning district. I ask it be read twice for consideration of passage.
Thank you. We have a motion for the reading of the ordinance. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? First reading, please.
An ordinance amending section 46-84 of the Moberly City Code relating to trash dumpster placement in the B2 zoning district.
Thank you. Any questions or discussion from council? Hearing none. Second reading, please.
An ordinance amending section 46-84 of the Moberly City Code relating to trash dumpster placement in the B2 zoning district.
Thank you. Any further questions? Hearing none. Do we have a motion for the approval of the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Lucas,
Yes.
Kimmons,
Yes.
McEwen,
Yes.
Graff,
Yes.
Skubic.
Yes.
Thank you. The ordinance has been adopted. Number 11, an ordinance. Mr. McEwen.
Mayor, I have an ordinance vacating that portion of Gilman Street in the city of Moberly, Missouri, which runs east and west between South Clark Street and South Sturgeon Street, and asked to be read twice for consideration.
Thank you. We have a motion for the reading of the ordinance. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye. All opposed? First reading, please.
An ordinance vacating that portion of Gilman Street in the city of Moberly, Missouri, which runs east and west between South Clark Street and South Sturgeon Street.
Thank you. Any additional questions from council? Hearing none. Second reading, please.
An ordinance vacating that portion of Gilman Street in the city of Moberly, Missouri, which runs east and west between South Clark Street and South Sturgeon Street.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Do we have a motion for the approval of the ordinance?
So moved.
Motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. Roll call, please.
Lucas,
Yes?
Kimmons,
Yes.
McEwen,
Yes.
Graff,
Yes.
Skubic.
Yes.
Thank you. The ordinance has been adopted. Number 12, a resolution. Mr. Skubic.
Yes, Mayor, I have a resolution ratifying the emergency repair of recovery pump number 2 at the water treatment plant by Flynn Drilling Company Incorporated. I ask that this be read once for consideration by title only.
Thank you. We have a motion for the reading of the resolution. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? First and only reading, please.
A resolution ratifying the emergency repair of recovery pump number 2 at the water treatment plant by Flynn Drilling Company Incorporated.
Thank you. Any further discussion from council? Hearing none, we have a motion for the approval of the resolution.
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Resolution has passed. Number 13, Ms. Graff, a resolution.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I have a resolution accepting the resignation of Councilman Austin Kaiser and ratifying the appointment of Michael Skubic as councilman.
Thank you.
I ask that it be read once.
Thank you. We have a motion. We have a motion for the reading of the resolution. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye. All opposed? First and only reading, please.
A resolution accepting the resignation of Councilman Austin Kaiser and ratifying the appointment of Michael Skubic as councilman.
Any further discussion from council? I would like to say that I believe next council meeting we'll recognize Mr. Kaiser for his service, his 6 years of service with some kind of plaque or something, correct? Okay, very good. We have a motion for the acceptance of the resolution.
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions?
Yes, I will abstain from that.
Thank you. Resolution has been accepted. Thank you. Number 14, a resolution. Mr. Kimmons.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I have a resolution appropriating money out of the treasury of the city of Moberly, Missouri to pay expenses due between November 14th of 2024 and November 27th of 2024 in the amount of $1,305,573.11. And I ask that it be read once for consideration of passage.
Thank you. We have a motion for the reading of the resolution. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? First and only reading, please.
A resolution appropriating money out of the treasury of the city of Moberly, Missouri to pay expenses due between November 14th, 2024 and November 27th, 2024 in the amount of $1,305,573.11.
Thank you. I hereby certify that there's sufficient money standing to the credit of the city of Moberly, Missouri, unappropriated in the funds identified in this resolution to meet the requirements of this resolution. City Treasurer Gregory L. Hodge. Any further discussion regarding the resolution? Hearing none, do we have a motion for the approval?
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Resolution has been approved. Thank you. Okay, we've come to the public comment section of our meeting. We'll now open the floor for anyone that would like to speak to the council. Come up, grab a green card. You'll have 4 minutes to address the council on whatever subject you feel necessary. No takers this time, huh? All right. I'm going to do this pretty quick. Okay. If there's no further business, do we have a motion to adjourn this meeting and move into a work session, followed by a closed session to discuss the status of legal and negotiated contract matters?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and seconded. Roll call vote, please.
Lucas,
Yes.
Timmons,
Yes.
McEwen,
Yes.
Graff,
Yes.
Skubic.
Yes.
Thank you. We are adjourned from council meeting. Move right on into our work session portion of the meeting tonight. If I can find it. Okay. Number one on the list, authorization for the Moberly Police Department to apply for a Missouri Department of Transportation mobile ticketing grant. This one sounds interesting, Chief. Can you elaborate?
Essentially, mobile ticketing allows the officers to generate the ticket electronically in the car. So you have a printer. A lot of the agents have gone to it. The state has already gone to it. The benefit for mobile ticketing is that it's pulling data off the driver's license and license plate and copying it directly to the summons form on the screen. Now, once that data is entered, it can be used to copy for multiple tickets and also can then flow straight through into the court portion of that once it goes back to the station. Essentially, it cuts down on some of our costs and some of our time in preparing the tickets and then the entering of those tickets by the court. Now, there is some cost on it as far as our end, but what the ticketing grant would cover is basically the cost of the mobile ticketing software in Spillman for us. Its use, associated data storage, training, and support. There are some things that we're going to have to take on our own selves. One of the biggest one was the correct connection from the car to whatever terminal it goes to, but we already have that through Cradlepoint because of our new in-car cameras. We've got the new data ports from Cradlepoint, and that should take care of that process. There's going to be some expenses. We don't know exactly what those are or how much those are going to be right now, and the grant doesn't open until the 1st of January. So we're getting pre-approval for a change before we actually have to have stuff signed because we had time to do that, but the grant opens in January, and it would help. And we're getting to the point that the handwritten tickets, we're going to have to think about purchasing more. And there's an expense on buying those, especially if you don't use them or they get lost. You have those expenses. This would eliminate some of those problems.
Very good. Is this for every officer, or would this just be for select officers?
It would be for all the patrol unit
All
cars.
patrol units.
They would have that access. If they've got the mobile cameras and things like that that's in the car and the Cradle points, then this would have that ability in those. I don't need one, so the detectives don't need one. SRO probably doesn't need one very much, but we can still write paper tickets too, and then still use this to enter those into the system as well. So the loss, we won't have to give up our copies, paper summonses. We can still use them according to the information, and they just get uploaded the same way.
Very good. Sounds very efficient.
Hope so.
Yeah, I think so. Any additional questions for Chief regarding number one? Hearing none, any objections to moving this forward to the next council meeting? Okay, we will move this one forward. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Number two, wastewater treatment plant digester liner change order number one. It's on.
So this change order is for, so the digester liner that was inactive since about 2017, 2018, it's set full of water. So when the engineer did their estimate, they just took a guess on how many of these anchors had to be replaced because they couldn't see them. So instead of, there's a mistake on this bottom line, the third one, it's supposed to be 155 additional and not 80 that were requested. The second line reflects it right, the third line, the 80 didn't get changed by the engineer, so. But it's 155 additional anchors that had to be put in, so it added up to $20,675. This project was originally estimated at well over 200,000, so we're still well under that.
I guess the only question I had, if it was estimated at over 200,000, why did we only budget 50,000 for it?
I just put that in there as what was probably left
Okay,
over from the
okay.
difference, yeah.
Gotcha. So we're
So
still
the
well,
actual
well,
con-
well under
the
what we
actual
got.
The actual bid contract was 157 and some change, so.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Any additional questions for Mr. Wilson regarding number two? Okay. Any objections to moving this forward to the next council meeting? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Number three, repair quote for pump number one at Seven Bridges Lift Station.
Now it's my turn. So there are 3 pumps in the lift station at Seven Bridges, and one of those had some seal failure. We had a pump company out to do maintenance on the number 1 and 3 pumps, and they noticed seal fail indicators on the number 1 pump. And so the chief operator had them take it in for an evaluation, and it was determined the seals had failed. Anytime, let me just explain a submersible pump for those of you that may not know. It looks similar to this. They're usually gray or blue, the ones that we have, but they actually sit down in the wastewater, submerged in wastewater. So it's a hard environment anyway, and when a seal fails, that allows water to potentially get into the internal workings of the pump, and that will wreck a pump. So this is, we caught this in a good place where it can be rebuilt. These are 85 horsepower pumps, so they are large, and that's why the cost is so great. This is sole source vendor. They have some territorial things set up for flight representation, and in the Moberly area, we use Vandeventer out of St. Louis region. And so any questions on that? I went through that pretty quick.
No, I think it all makes sense. It seems like to me we've had a lot of problems with the lift station at Seven Bridges. Does that ring a bell that we've had a lot of failures?
Well, I mean, not in my short time here,
Okay.
but maybe it's because of some of the work that's going on behind the scenes. We're doing that big basin improvements. I believe that's an ARPA funded project.
Right.
So there's a lot going on there. I don't know if you've heard some of that maybe.
Okay. Nope, that makes sense. Any additional questions from council? Any objections to moving this forward to the next council meeting? Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. Number 4, state block grant agreement for project 24-034A-1 with MoDOT Aviation for the Omar N. Bradley Airport for the taxi line and T-hangars. Mr. Sanders.
So this is funding for the engineering work and this construction funding on there. This is 90 to 95%. There's a variable amount of funding on this, but it'll be at minimum 90%, and it comes from different pots of money, and it'll come over several years. So we are using some past money, and we're going to use some future money. So we'll be reimbursed all that. We'll have to have probably about a year and a half of carrying some of that balance, but you can see it shows a breakdown on that sheet I gave you of where the different pools of money and the years that's available. But it would build 10 more nested T-hangers out behind there, and we have 13 on the waiting list right now. So I think we'll fill those instantly and still have more that will come onto the list for future ones.
How many hangars do you anticipate we could supply out there? Is there a number that you're trying to get to?
No, it's just I'm trying to fill the need. So
Right.
we have, like I said, 13 on the waiting list, and we would have had more people, but some people would come in and say, how many do you have? And they don't want to be that far down on the list. I mean, we'd probably have 30 people if we kept them all, but when people see there's more than 10, I'm not interested. So
What do you think we have room for? I guess I should have said that
okay, so
differently.
as far as land area out there, we could build more hangars than we'll ever afford.
Really? Okay. Any additional questions from council for Mr. Sanders? Yeah.
What's the timeline on that? If this is awarded, how long will it take to put 10 hangars up?
It'd be a nested facility, like the one large. The concrete is going to be thing. It'd be a summer of 2025 project. We'd have it probably done in I'd say 4 or 5 months.
Okay. Any additional questions? Any objections to moving this forward to the next council meeting? Okay, we'll move that one forward. Thank you, Tom. Number 5, Kiwanis Park Phase 2 bids. Mr. Bach.
So this is for the playground phase. Again, this is LWCF grant funded. We anticipated it being in the 750 to 800 range. All 3 companies provided bids in that range. So now we're doing the deep dive into the details to make sure whether they're all compliant. And so we'll have a recommendation at the next meeting. All of them are within such a narrow range that we've really got to make sure they're all compliant. With that being said, you'll see on the bid tab, just for your reference, PIP, it refers to pour in place. That's what we're required to put in per the grant. One company bid $530,000 and some change for EWFS engineered wood fiber. that's not compliant with the grant. We didn't request it. They just threw in a more affordable option in case we wanted it, but we can't take that option. So we're looking at the pour-in-place options that were presented by the three companies.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Bach? Hearing none, any objections to moving this forward to the next council meeting with their recommendation? Okay, we will move this one forward. Thank you, sir. Number 6, Fox Park parking lot bids.
So we
Also
opened those
fun.
this afternoon, and there were 0, so they were quick to open. We are reaching out to those, again, in addition to the newspaper advertisement, I reached out to 11 different companies. Some of those companies, multiple contacts at each. For whatever reason, they didn't bid. We've reached out to some local or semi-local contractors to see if there's interest, and there is, for different reasons. A couple of them, personal reasons, or they just missed the notice. They didn't bid, so we're hoping to get those proposals, and we'll bring those to you on the 16th.
Okay. I noticed there's a lot of these where we just get 1 or 2 bids, or maybe just 1 bid and don't really have a choice. Are we, not particularly to you, but as a city, are we making the best ditch effort? Is there anything that we can do differently to get some of these bids out in front of these companies to get them to respond? I feel like we're not always getting the best deal because we're not getting competitive bids.
I think it's a legitimate question. We do see that improving to some extent these days. I think just the last several years, everyone was so busy, there wasn't the types of bids we would expect to see. We have seen some improvement internally with the number, 3 bids on Kiwanis Park Playground. I think that's pretty good for as specialized as what that is. We had some really good bids.
But this is a parking lot. I would think that there would be people all over this one.
Well, the challenge on this one was the timeline we were trying to put them on, probably. So we wanted this done by April 15th.
Okay.
But we had some good bids on Wabash Heights and the roads at the industrial park as well. So I do think that's improving, but I think it's a work in progress. It's always something we're trying to keep a Rolodex of people to send this to.
Sure. Okay. Thank you for addressing the question. Any additional questions for Mr. Bach? Any objection to moving this one forward? Okay, we'll move this one forward to the next council meeting. And our final one for the evening, number 7, an ordinance authorizing the city manager to execute a cooperative agreement for tourism promotion services with the Moberly Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, we've had this relationship with the Moberly Area Chamber of Commerce for several years now to provide tourism services to the city. So this is paid for out of the tourism funds that the city collects from the hotel tax. So this is a continuation of that relationship with the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay. Any additional questions from council regarding number 7? Hearing none, any objection to moving this forward to the next council meeting? Okay. We will move this one forward to the next council meeting, and that should do it for the work session this evening. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion. Do we have a second? Second. All those in favor signify by aye. Aye. All opposed? We are adjourned from work session. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight.